Hey guys, Dr. Ducer here, MTFUcoach.com. Just a couple of tips tonight. I have a question. When you go in the gym, are you moving weights or are you building muscle? Because let me tell you, unless certain factors are present, you really can't do both. And I'm going to demonstrate a little here. I'm going to demonstrate what I see, what I observe, and what I think are the best tweaks you can make to getting a lot more results out of what you're doing, because I see a lot of people putting a lot of time in but not really reaping any good results. You know, talking to Evan Centopani, I work with him, and he's a world champion, world level bodybuilder. I asked him one day, I said, Evan, would it make sense for a person to pose through the reps? And he understood what I was saying. He goes, Mike, it would make a lot of sense if people didn't just throw the weight around. Like if you look at a curl and somebody doing this, and you know, a lot of it, there's a knee bend and the waistline's like a fulcrum. It's almost like they're moving the body around the weight, and the weight's really not moving much at all, though it is. To affect a change on the bicep, he made a good point. He said it's almost like you take the weight and you're flexing the bicep with the weight. So he's not saying become a bodybuilder and pose on stage, but you're flexing, total contraction, and you happen to be holding a weight and total stretch, and the same thing here. So you're thinking about flexing up. And talk about time under tension, talk about focus, talk about strictness, and only working the bicep. That's what I do. And you know, I've got 15 pounders here. Number one, that's all I have in the house here. And number two, I don't go much heavier. And so you're flexing and you're stretching, you're flexing and you're stretching. It makes a lot of sense. And let me tell you, you'll be going a lot lighter if you're trying to work your bicep. Same thing with the front delt. To demonstrate, well, what do you see people do? You know, if they're doing front raises, you're going to see this, and it's a bend. I hate even doing this. I hate to even be responsible for demonstrating this. But again, it's a lot of body English just to get the weight up. How much of a change are you affecting in the front deltoid? Probably not a lot. What I do is I think of this area right here, and I actually flex it before I even move, and I keep it tight through the movement. So all the movement and all the stimulation is only to the anterior deltoid fibers. Now you try doing this with a 45 pounder or a 50. Because I'm just looking to shape, carb, get a little size. I'm 55, guys over 40, women over 40 who I work with, not going as heavy, so it makes a lot of sense. But even if you're younger, you got to get the basics down first. I'm not seeing it. Everybody's got that how much do you do mentality. And I'll leave you with the words of Frank Zane. He said it himself. He said, listen, the muscle doesn't know or care about the amount of weight you're curling or pressing. The amount of weight is just an abstract. It only knows the resistance you're providing it. So the premise is try to make lighter weights, not necessarily light, but lighter weights feel healthy. Yeah, healthy. Feel heavy, healthy too. And then you'll be on your way. That's a gratuitous flex because I feel like I'm getting good enough where I can actually get by with that right now. Denise is shaking her head no. No, she's not. That's all I have to say tonight. Your thoughts, questions, considerations down below. I do appreciate them. They are my oxygen. Please help me breathe. I appreciate it. Have a good night.